Hello everyone, this is Chase from Chaser Guides starting Fireman in Mega Man 1. At the beginning of the stage, I'd recommend the Thunder Beam to take out these screwdrivers, but you can also use the Mega Buster and the ladders to your advantage. And you also get to see these things have very strange hitboxes. Yes, it can hit him right there. Isn't that silly? Take this guy out before he even has a chance to shoot. Over there you saw a new enemy called Chinkies. They're fireball enemies that pop up 3 at a time in the pit, and they'll fall down in random directions. Sometimes they screw you over, and it's unfortunate. That was lucky, because that was pretty much one of the times I thought I was screwed, but it's fine. Those fire pillars right there can be frozen with Iceman's weapon, the Ice Flasher, to be used as a platform. Use the magnet beam to get up there if you want an easier way through the stage, but I'm going to show the hard way. I'm not going to do it for one section, but this section I'm definitely going to show the hard way. Right here, I'd recommend hanging Mega Man's right foot and part of his left foot off the edge. Once this goes away, do a small hop and get over here. By the way, these are pretty much the electric beam traps from Elecman stage. They're essentially the same thing. Fall down this gap instead of using the ladder, so you can get through this room quicker and avoid the Chinkies. Put you in a safe spot anyway. This room is probably the worst room in the entire stage, unfortunately, because it's very random and very RNG based, where these things fall. Fortunately, I'm getting lucky. And you can also use the magnet beam to alleviate some of this RNG and just get through it quicker, but I'm going to try to avoid using the magnet beam for most of this. There's one part I'm going to use the magnet beam on, though, trust me. Hopefully we get good luck. We did. And right here, coming up, is where we're going to use the magnet beam. Right here. You see that? You have to go through that, and it's such precise timing. I would recommend experts and beginners alike not do this, especially because you have to essentially do it twice in a row. So just use the magnet beam, just one little use of the magnet beam, and that saves you all that grief. By the way, coming up is a new enemy called a Killer Bomb. It's essentially a Pepe. It has the same flight pattern pretty much, and they spawn infinitely until a certain point, and they die in one hit. However, they leave an explosion behind, and that will hurt you if you get hit by that, whereas Pepes don't. Anyway, use the light beam for this so you can destroy the Gabules coming up. Be careful of the Killer Bullet's explosion. They will eventually stop. Line the Gabules, hyperspeed. I don't know why I'm having such trouble hitting this guy. This is not normally the case. There we go. You can collect this big weapon energy if you'd like, but it's not really important. More chain keys. These aren't really that big of a deal. They're not really in the way. They don't really serve much of a purpose. Just mine these fire pillars and then get to the gate. They're actually pretty easy, because once you touch the gate, you're pretty much safe, as long as you've made it there without getting hit. More screwdrivers. You can use the light beam to kill them quickly, but these are very safe because you can hit them before they even activate. By the way, this boss is very exploitable and very easy. He does take 2 damage from the Mega Buster, and he's very consistent if you know how to fight him. However, his weakness I'm actually never going to show even in the refight, because his weakness has like a delay on it, and this guy is essentially very, very difficult to do no damage unless you exploit him. It's that bad. He spams his attacks so much, it's essentially impossible to no damage him if you don't know what you're doing, like to use this trick. But if you use this trick, it's fine. But the Ice Slasher, that's his weakness, is very difficult to do the trick with, and it makes it very difficult to beat him in time, or like time it. So I'm going to use the Mega Buster both fights. He takes 2 damage from the Mega Buster, so it only takes 14 hits. But just follow along with me. You want to let him attack first, and then just do a rhythm of shooting and jumping. Shooting, jumping. Don't move. Don't move from the spot. Shoot, jump, shoot, jump, shoot, jump, shoot, jump, and so on and so on. and then jump to the right on that last one, because that fireball, the fire under you stays longer than the other ones, and it'll hit you after he dies. But otherwise, not too bad of a boss. Congratulations, you've just beaten Fireman, and he's a very exploitable, easy boss. You can use his weakness on him, and if you're not good at the trick, I'd recommend the weakness because we'll defeat him quicker, of course. But if you know how to do the trick, I would never recommend the weakness because Mega Blast is just way easier to do with the trick, and he takes 2 damage anyway, so it's not like he lasts that long. Fireman's pretty easy, but his stage is fairly difficult. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Fireman's stage wasn't too bad. I had a lot of bad luck though with the chain keys, I will admit. This took me quite a few tries just because of them falling in bad directions. But other than that, this was a pretty solid run. Not too many issues, and like I said, don't fight Fireman without that trick if you want to go for no damage, because he's unbelievably spastic if you don't use that trick. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. Next time in the weakness chain, well, there's the only one left. It's Bomb Man. We're going to light his fuse and blow him up with Fireman's weapon. Not really, we're going to fight him with the Mega Buster, but Bomb Man is next. I hope you're excited. Thank you for watching, and have a good day, good evening, whatever, and take care, and I hope you join me for the next part. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.